My brother, it was great to see you. I love what we're doing here because we're going to talk about a Christmas holiday song that you recorded, but I love how we reconnected. Can you explain to people where we met up? Because it's a perfect transition to what we're talking about here.
Well, we met at the Santa Claus, I will just say Santa Claus workshop, where they were getting ready for the Christmas parade. And we connected right there. And it was a perfect setting to actually, talk to you about what was going on in regards to my Christmas single. And that's how we pretty much connected.
I love that, man. It just, so festive and everything else going on. Look, man, we definitely got to talk about this because the holidays are going on. Before we go into that, I got to ask you, man, 2024, how's the year been for you? How's the career been going?
It's been going all right. You know what? I just got off of a big project that I've been working on for 2 years. It was a little bit of a secret thing, but it'll be released sometime next year.
Okay.
It took me 2 years to do, and I kind of left social media for that reason. But I was little teaser here. I was inspired by Guillermo del Toro with his new music. Sorry, his movie Pinocchio. So that's all I'm saying. But in my career, I was blessed enough to meet Roger Christian, who created, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I became good friends with him, obviously through my mentor Joey C. And he introduced me to him. And one day we were sitting at a coffee shop, and I was like, I gotta do something different. I gotta do a music video. And he said, why don't you do something like that? So if anyone watches Pinocchio, they'll know exactly what's gonna happen. But 2024 was a good year. It's still a good year. New Year coming soon. Just staying positive and keeping it going, just going with the flow.
I love it, man. Let's get into what we really need to talk about because we're in the holiday spirit. We've got so many great Christmas songs that are classics, and you've just added to that long list. So let's make this part official. What is the name of the new Christmas single and what is it about?
It's called "Hey Darlin, It's Christmas," and it's about Christmas, obviously, and spending it with the ones you love, or in particular the one you love. And I don't know, I'm just inspired to create this single. A little bit of a story, a backstory here. I was working on a previous song, and I felt like I was on a same kind of trajectory, like not doing anything different. I'm just making a new song and just one after the other. And I shut down my studio and I go upstairs, a little bit down. And I started talking to my wife, beautiful wife. I'm so supportive. Just shout out to Sherry Boo. And I was like, hey, I feel like I'm just doing the same thing again and again. And I want to try to do something different. And as soon as I said that in my thoughts, I said, you know what, maybe I should make a Christmas song. And As soon as I thought about that, my wife was like, "Well, Christmas is coming, so why don't you make a Christmas song?" I was just like, "What the what just happened here?" And I said, and then I saw, obviously the negative thoughts come in, and I was like, "Nah, you know what? It takes time to get inspired to create something great." And I'm working on a current project right now, and she's like, "Well, put that aside and just see what happens." I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'll take some time. I'm just gonna go for a shower. I'll be right back." Go to the shower, and guess what? That's where the tune hit me. It hit me in the freaking shower. And long story short, I came back from the shower. I recorded my iPhone. I know I beatboxed it a little bit, and I went to work. And when I did that, I ended up creating the song in record time, and I ended up uploading it to Spotify and Apple Music. And I ended up befriending an awesome person by the name of Mark, who worked at a radio station. And I just sent him a sample. And he emails me back saying, "Hey, you know what? This is a great song, but it's a little bit short of a CanCon song." And I'm like, no, 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 that was just a teaser because I'm not going to give everything away. So I'm like, everything's on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff. And then he's like, "Well, send me the whole song." So I send him the whole song. He emails me back and he's like, "Can you send me the lyrics?" I'm like, "All right." So I send him the lyrics. And he says, let's schedule a call. Schedule the call, and guess what? We went on 7 radio stations, and it's still airing up on this time. So that's pretty much how it came down to be. And it was honestly like, I guess it was meant to be. That's basically what it is.
But I'm curious about something because I've never heard this before. To create a great Christmas song, you need to be naked in the shower?
I guess so. You know what? It's I think you know what? It's all about energy, right? So when I'm having a shower, not to get too graphic for the people out there, just that, like, you know what? You know what? It's a good place for ideas. It's just like, it's like your mind is being empty at that point in time. And that's how songs are created, right? They're created from inspiration when your mind is quiet, and not too busy. And I just dropped everything at that point. I had no choice, as in the shower. So I had to drop everything and just clear my mind to, and then with the idea implemented. In fact, I should also say that Joey C actually said, a couple of years ago, he's like, you should try to do a Christmas single because it'll be good as an artist, like to break out that way. So I thought about that, and I guess that was also implemented in my head or embedded in my head. But yeah, I guess the shower is where it's at.
There you go. For folks who are like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Just go take a shower. You never know
Yeah,
what's going to happen.
pretty
It could
much.
happen. Here's the other thing, though, that people should realize too. And I love talking about to folks like you who create new Christmas songs. That's probably one of the toughest things to do because when you have so many classics that have said almost everything that could be said, jingle bells, reindeers, sleigh rides, Santa, Mrs. Claus, all of these things. How do you create a new Christmas song without having those other classics stuck in your head? It's not an easy thing to do to come up with something new with so many songs that almost tell the same stories.
Yeah, I guess you know what? It's all about feeling, right? I think that's the biggest thing. Not to incorporate the same, kind of routine, and I wanted to try something different. That is a very good question because I believe in intuition, right?
Yeah.
And I feel that's where intuitively, I listen to, when I make a song, there's like something that talks to me. I cannot explain it,
Mhm.
but and it's like when I put my hand to a piece of paper to write out the lyrics, uh, it just flows. So I guess, it's like I have a source that kind of guides me. I cannot really explain that, but I had in mind to not have the usual reindeer, except for the bells. The Christmas bells is what actually makes a Christmas song, right?
Yeah.
So I made sure I incorporated that. So uh, to to be really honest with you, I think it's intuition, man. Like it's
I
just
love it.
like, yeah, just going with the flow and not forcing something because you know when I these things take time, right? You cannot force anything. That's why nowadays, nothing wrong with sampling, but where's the creativity? The creativity is, I feel, lost, right? Because many people want to rush, rush, rush to make the buck, right? And it's like they don't get inspired from creativity to take the time to listen, quiet the mind, listen to whatever source is coming to them, and then just take action and put it down and just get it done. So that's basically the answer I got for you.
How are you going to feel? Or how would you feel that 25th of December, where, people or families are together and they're waking up or, going downstairs or wherever and opening up their gifts, or they're having, breakfast or dinner with the whole family. And in the background, you've got your Nat King Coles, you've got your Michael Bublé's, Mariah Carey's playing in the background. And in between all those great songs and artists, your song is being played part of that run. And those kids and those family members are going to have such a wonderful moment. And while they're having that wonderful moment, your song is playing in that background and they connect as they grow older or years down and they hear your song. They remember those moments because your song was being played, how do you think you would feel knowing
Uh,
that can happen?
I had the luxury of witnessing it. Uh, yeah,
Ah,
someone actually put it in the playlist and sent a recording to me, and it was so, you know what, it's such a great feeling to see people enjoying the moment
yeah.
and uh dancing and being happy, right? It was such a great feeling because it's of service for what I'm doing. It's of service to people to make them happy, to create a memory, because as I always say, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
We're not here forever. And if I had a part in creating something that would create an awesome memory for people, uh I'm satisfied. I did my job. And to witness that, it was such a a beautiful feeling. Even like when I got the song on the radio, I recorded the first time I got the song played on the radio, and that feeling of all the hard work and years of taking action. This is over a span of decades, right?
Mhm.
Like more than a decade. And to hear that and to see the reactions is it's like winning the lottery, to be honest.
We win the lottery with your great music. We win the
Oh,
lottery. So you kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but where can we buy this?
yeah, we can check this out on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal. You can even buy it on an Apple iTunes if you wanted to own it. Streaming is always there. You can do it there. And yeah, your support is greatly appreciated because it keeps the lights on in the studio and keeps me going.
Any chance in the future, maybe vinyl? Because I still like playing my Christmas albums. I mean, we go way, way, way back. So, any
Yeah, yeah,
chance?
yeah. You know what? Anything is possible. And yeah, it's most likely. Like I'm gonna see. I'm not too sure. First of all, to all the viewers out here, Rudy, I want to say thank you because you are the first person to interview me, man.
Well,
So when things happen, let it be known that Rudy Blair, the awesome guy who took a chance on me to do this interview, my first interview, uh, is is truly awesome, man. I'm so grateful for what you do. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You are an awesome individual, man. Thank you.
I no, I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you. Look, here you are giving us Christmas gifts with your music. I got to ask you, what are you going to be doing for the holidays, man?
Honestly, I'm just spending time with the family.
Hmm.
Um, like right now, I think when you come to awakening, let's just say, and just seeing how beautiful and precious life is. Spending time with family and friends is the most important thing, because anything can happen, right? I heard a lot of stories in regards to people in the hospital and whatnot, and um, I think that other, rather than anything materialistic, I think the most important thing is to spend time with your family and your loved ones, and just enjoy that moment because that moment is so priceless, right? So I think I'm just going to be enjoying the moment and figure out what's up for the next year. As I mentioned, I'll be releasing that project maybe in the near future, but it's going to a couple of film festivals. That's all I'm going to say. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But just spending it with the family and friends. That's all.
I love it, man. I love it. Look, thank you so much for the interview.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for adding to all those other great Christmas songs. And now yours is right there with it. And all the best to you and your family. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Let's talk again in the new year when this project finally gets released, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. But first of all, let me ask you, what's your review on the song? I hope you heard it.
I heard it. Thumbs up.
All right.
Thumbs up. That's why I said, man, it's right there with it's going to be right there with the classics.
Oh man,
It's new, it's fresh, it's out there, and I love being able to. And it's CanCon. I don't care what name, but it's CanCon.
that's right.
So important. Again, man, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.